Hello, my name is Sean Sands. I'm here today to talk about Europa Universalis IV for beginners. So this is actually something I've wanted to do for a long time. Little snippets, little 5-minute things, just occasionally for new players who want to get into Europa Universalis IV, but are terrified of it, which is a completely natural reaction because it's a monstrous game. It looks terrifying, right? You get into the single player screen, there's just so many nations. So the point of these videos is going to be to provide just one thing you can think about, one thing you can kind of focus on, one thing you can do to get in the game and get started. For this first video, I want to talk about what your first nation should be. So you've just bought the game, or you bought it years ago on a Steam sale, and this is the first time you've had the guts to fire it up. So you're faced with this colossal world full of absolutely tons and tons of different countries, and you're wondering, what do I play? Well, there's some basic guidelines that are probably pretty good, particularly for new players. A lot of these countries down here are probably safe to play. And I would say for the most part, these first few are your safest bets. Although Muscovy here is also a relatively safe choice. Big is good, bigger is better. You probably don't want to start your first game with playing Frankfurt over here, or even Brunswick, or something like that. You probably don't want to start as Sweden. You don't want to pick up something where you see right here, it's a junior partner under Denmark. You want a established, strong nation. That is stuff like France. France is a super good choice for your first game. The Ottomans is sort of a no-brainer. Even Castile and Portugal down here, Muscovy over here. Those are great first-time playthroughs because they're super hard to screw up. You can't really do much to mess them up. Even if you get in trouble, you have such wealth and power and an army behind you that honestly, you're going to be able to get a good playthrough. You might not finish, you might not win, you might not accomplish all your goals, but you're not going to be poor little Albania down here who gets wiped out in the first 100 years. You can kind of jump in, and even if you basically do nothing for the first 5 or 10 years, probably nothing bad will happen. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a starting point. And like I said, these are going to be incredibly short videos. I hope to put them out fairly consistently, where we'll cover one small thing. And so the idea is, what do you pick? Where do you start? France, Ottomans, Castile, Muscovy, England. England, to a lesser extent, England's a little bit more complicated in that you'll have a lot to deal with early on, and it won't feel like you get going really well, but you're so isolated, and you have the largest navy by far that nobody can come beat you up, so you have a lot of time to deal with it. Also, when you click on these, as you're in the selection screen, you can find out some interesting things over here about your country. One of the things you want to look for is a leader right here who has as close to 6 in things as possible. That's one of the things that makes the Ottomans so strong early on. 6 is the largest ability your ruler can have. So one of the big struggles with England is Henry VI of Lancaster is a terrible king. Castile has King Juan II, Trastamara, another terrible king. France, well, all right. The Ottomans is just stupidly good. And Muscovy's kind of in the middle. Those are going to make things easier for you. It's going to make you more powerful. It's going to let you tech up faster. It's going to give you more resources that you can make good decisions with. So that's the first episode. I want you to only think about that, right? The key to getting into Europa Universalis IV is to not try and focus on everything. Learn one thing, take a step forward, get that under your belt, and then go learn something else. That's the great thing about these particular countries is you can do that, right? You don't have to go in and be worried about everything all at once. So next time when we come back, some other things that I want to talk about is what are your first steps when you get into the game? Do you need all the DLC? How do you make friends, and why should you? So those are things you can look forward to in upcoming episodes. Let me know if this is something you're interested in. If you want to see more of these, obviously, a thumbs up is always appreciated. A comment for things that you would like to learn more about. I would love that. But until next time, my name is Sean Sands. This is Europa Universalis IV, and you can do it. You can play it. Go do it. Go start it up. Good luck. Bye.